Unemployed right now.
Unemployed? Okay. And so you've elected to come and vote in person rather than doing a mail-in ballot or
Exactly.
early voting. Can you tell me why you decided to do that?
Well, I was out of state. I just didn't trust the mail, and I had a primary ballot issue back in March.
Mom said that we could deliver treats and hand out treats to people who are voting in the voting booth to encourage them to do their best and also encourage more people to come, because when you vote, it actually does make a difference.
I voted in person this morning, and in our voting center, there was nobody in front of us in line. It was actually very, very easy to vote, but we were concerned that that wouldn't be the case on the south and west side.
Okay.
So that's why we're in Hyde Park now, but prior to that, we've been in Bronzeville and sort of all over the south and west side today, trying to do as much as we can to encourage and support voters.
Are there any particular issues that really concern you when voting in this election?
Honestly, I don't know much about like politics and all that. I just came because they told me to. Yeah.
So is there anything like going through your head when you're casting your ballot or choosing who to vote for?
I don't know what any of this shit is. I want to be done. Let's go.
Well, it's been 2020 in my head, or specifically November 3rd, 2020 in my head, for about 485 days since the summer before the Iowa caucuses. And so I personally have been looking forward to this kind of day of coverage as the culmination of more than a year's worth of work, both on the part of myself and also all of the staff at the Maroon who have been working on this story for between 8 months and a year. We've been covering Bernie Sanders' campaign as an alum of the college basically since last September. We went and reported the Iowa caucuses in February. We've been reporting down ballot races all through the spring, summer, and fall. And we will report the results tonight, or whenever they come out. Are there any specific issues that motivate you to vote?
The world right now, our president.
Can you tell me what specifically you object to about the president?
Everything he stands for.
And so, are there issues that you think that he will do a better job with than the current chief executive?
Right now, I can't, I don't know.
Okay.
I mean, nothing's certain. So, just because we get a new president doesn't make everything, go away. We don't know what he's going to do.
I would say that a lot of people feel out of touch with the democratic process, or not super clear on how, especially a thing like a vote for president, which is what the most important thing is out here today, could really impact their life. And I think that the kind of the barrier to entry for getting engaged with local politics, which really does affect, how we live every day on the ground, is pretty high. And I would say that a lot of people, they see the Fair Tax Amendment, which is something that's on the ballot today in Illinois, and they go, I'm not really sure what that means. I don't know, what a graduated income tax means versus a flat income tax. I might elect that we throw in the towel. And what brought you out to vote today?
Concerned about the presidential election and this judge that people are, I don't know, I attended a online meeting about this judge that apparently is sending 11 and 12-year-old kids to adult prison. So I wanted to make sure I came out and voted against him.
Did you vote in person or did you vote mail-in?
In person at my old grammar school.
Okay. Could we ask you a couple questions about how that went for you?
No.
No? Okay, no, don't worry about it then. It's totally good. Thank you very much, though. We appreciate it. There's no getting away from the fact that this is an election in the middle of COVID-19, but the folks who I have spoken to have not had that really at the top of their list. More often, it's been the character of the president or a certain value that they have, like being pro-life. or pro-religious freedom. Those were two that I spoke to this morning. And the people who are voting blue seem to be doing so largely on the basis of disapproving of the president. And there's a lot of energy to see change, at least among the voters who I've spoken to, and there's also a lot of skepticism and concern that even if the current administration leaves and is replaced, then a lot of things won't necessarily change. A lot of folks I've spoken to have expressed concern about that to me, but they say voting is what we can do, and voting is important to do, because if you don't do that, then where can you begin?